There's a kind of pain that doesn't scream. It's the ache of constantly giving more than you have, of pouring from an empty cup, of being everything for everyone, except yourself. It looks like love. It looks like loyalty. It even gets praised as selflessness. But at some point, you realize you've been burning yourself alive just to keep others comfortable. And that's not compassion. That's self-abandonment dressed up as kindness. It starts small. You say yes when you want to say no. You show up when you're exhausted. You fix problems that were never yours to solve. You tell yourself, I'm just being helpful. This is what love looks like. I don't want to let anyone down. But inside, you're crumbling. Because every time you silence your own needs, you lose a piece of yourself. And eventually, the fire goes out. Overgiving isn't love. It's often a survival strategy. Many of us learned early on that being needed meant being safe. That love had to be earned, but we forgot how to be there for ourselves. You were never supposed to become invisible just to feel seen. There's a line between being supportive and being self-destructive. When you sacrifice your mental health to make others comfortable, that's not love. When you twist yourself into something unrecognizable to avoid conflict, that's not love. When your needs always come last, that's not love. That's martyrdom. That's codependency. That's a slow emotional death. And the hardest part is, no one will stop you, because as long as you're giving, they'll keep taking. You're praised for your strength, for being the rock, for being the one everyone leans on. But who holds you? Who listens when you fall apart? You're allowed to be tired. You're allowed to need. You're allowed to be human. Strength isn't about pretending you're invincible. It's about learning to set yourself on fire only for your own light, not for someone else's comfort. The moment you stop overgiving, the guilt comes. You'll feel selfish. You'll feel wrong. You'll feel like you're letting everyone down, because they were used to the version of you that sacrificed. They were used to your silence, your compliance, your yes, no matter the cost. But you cannot heal if you keep betraying yourself for the sake of harmony. Choosing yourself will disappoint people, but abandoning yourself will destroy you. You are allowed to say, I can't, I'm tired, I need space, this isn't working for me. You are allowed to set limits. You are allowed to walk away from what drains you. Boundaries are not punishments. They are declarations of self-respect. And if someone only values you when you're self-destructing, that is not love. That is convenience. Your energy is sacred. Your time is precious. Your peace is not up for negotiation. You don't have to prove your worth by how much you suffer. You don't have to earn love by making yourself small. You are not put here to be everyone's savior. You were put here to be whole, to burn, not in sacrifice, but in self-honoring light. It is not your job to rescue everyone. It is not your job to carry what was never yours. Sometimes love means stepping back. Sometimes love means letting others struggle, fail, grow on their own terms. It's not cold. It's not heartless. It's respect for their path and for your own. You cannot live fully if your entire life is a reaction to someone else's needs. When you stop setting yourself on fire, you start feeling safe. Not because the world gets easier, but because you're no longer your own threat. You become someone who protects their peace, someone who values their own well-being, someone who shows up for themselves first. And in that space, you realize you don't have to burn to be bright. You just have to be true. You don't have to set yourself on fire to keep others warm. You don't have to destroy yourself for love, approval, or acceptance. You are allowed to choose yourself. You are allowed to rest. You are allowed to stop, because your worth was never in how much you could carry for everyone else. Your worth is in who you are, even when you give nothing but your truth. Stop burning, start healing, and finally, let yourself be held by the warmth of your own fire. Thank you for watching. If this spoke to your soul, press the thumbs up and share it. Help spread the message of self-liberation and inner truth.